this week on Crusin New England. Back to the future or back to the past? This week may be both. I'm Paul Medette, and I want to welcome you to another episode of Crusin New England. Today, we're at the Uncas Ballroom at the Mohegan Sun Casino for the Elite Dream Machines Car Show. In a few short hours, you're going to see some of the best cars on the East Coast, all here on Crusin New England. All my life, I've been cruising New England, meeting great people, visiting amazing places, and discovering wonderful classic and custom car collections, nostalgic automobilia, and so much more. Come on and join our adventure. I'm Paul Medette. Let's go cruising. Inner City Lines Incorporated, America's premier enclosed auto transporter, providing enclosed transport throughout the United States. Call 800-221-3936 or visit us on the web.
Experience McMulkin Chevrolet, one of the largest volume new and pre-owned Corvette dealers in the country.
I came here because I heard McMulkin has the largest selection of Corvettes in the Northeast.
I bought a ZR1 because I wanted the fastest production car out there.
McMulkin has one of the most extensive inventories of coupes and convertibles, available and ready for delivery.
The Taj Mahal of Chevy dealerships. If you haven't been around, you got to come and check this place out.
Make it the true American sports car, Corvette. McMulkin Chevrolet is your Corvette dealer.
Imperial Worldwide, insulation, vinyl siding, copper and seamless aluminum gutters, closet-made shelving systems, and zero-clearance fireplaces. We strive to make the building process easy and fun.
Hi, I'm Jim Grundy. Many of you know me as the old original of Collector Car Insurance at Grundy. Well, today I'm here to introduce something new. We call it the Motor Vehicle Programmer MVP. MVP is designed to offer you the same great coverage with agreed value and incredible rates, not just on your collector cars, but on your daily drivers, your motorcycles, your motorhomes, your pickup trucks. If it goes over the road, we can insure it on MVP. If you got a quote, call our 800 number or visit us online.
Find out what's happening. Get up-to-date information as I travel throughout New England and beyond. To get exclusive information and behind-the-scenes photos, join me on Facebook. Now you can watch Crusin New England television every day on our website television show. You'll see past episodes featuring automobile collections, memorabilia, automobilia, car show, and cruise night segments. Don't miss our visit with Hall of Fame drag racer Don Garlitz, a private showing of Bob Bear's world-class automobile collection, and watch for special segments, unseen footage, and so much more. Join us on our website television show at cruisingNewEngland.com. Okay, here I'm with the father and son team here at the Mohegan Sun Casino, and they have two very special cars. One is an all-stock DeLorean, and the other one we're going to take you back to the future. First of all, we're going to start off with Bill Shea, and we're going to talk later on with Patrick Shea about these two fabulous DeLoreans. Tell us how you got involved with DeLoreans.
Well, they were very intriguing, and I waited quite a while. I didn't buy my first one until 1995, but I always was intrigued by many of the characteristics of the car.
Well, let's talk about the characteristics of the car.
Well, it's one of the few cars that was ever made that was all stainless steel.
Let's talk about the all-stock DeLorean. What does that mean?
Well, in this particular case, one of the cars that I own is a 1981 vintage. It was built in October of 1981 in Belfast, Northern Ireland, and it has 30,000 miles on it, and it is 100% original.
the main thing are the doors. Let's talk about the doors, what makes this so special.
Yeah, John DeLorean had a real interest in making an innovative vehicle that was reflective of like a gull-wing Mercedes. And so one of the characteristics that he decided to build in was the gull-wing doors. And one of the real neat things about the gull-wing door is it only needs 11 inches of clearance. So you're not going to bang into the guy next to you in the parking lot.
Bill, why don't you tell me some of the features of this car?
Well, the car was $26,000 in 1981. So John DeLorean was trying to compete like with Mercedes.
Okay, now what's under the hood?
Well, under the hood is not actually under the hood. It's in the rear of the vehicle, and it is a 130 horsepower engine that was designed by Renault, Peugeot, and Volvo combination to put together a V6 with 130 horsepower.
So now we're going to talk to Bill's son, Patrick. Patrick, here it is, the car that I've been waiting for here at the Mohegan Sun Casino, Back to the Future. Why would you ever want to build a car to replicate the movie Back to the Future?
Well, it all started with every time we brought this car to a Crusin or a show, the inevitable question was, where is the flux capacitor? Everybody would ask that question. So we decided to really go crazy with it.
So tell us about some of the special features on the Back to the Future car.
Okay, well, here's the plutonium reactor.
Okay, plutonium reactor. What do you mean plutonium reactor?
Well, it's what makes time travel possible, of course. You have to have plutonium, which we just happen to have, and this plutonium will actually drop into the cylinder when we want it to.
What else do you have on here that makes it special?
In the back here, we have the vents, which are for the plutonium reactor. We have a wormhole emitter. That's what opens up the time continuum. We have medical heat sinks. We have weatherhead hoses. We have a Janitrol tank, which is actually an aircraft part, as are these Bendix oil separators from a Douglas aircraft.
And I'll tell you, the cockpit area here has some very special features too. Why don't you tell me about that area?
Sure, I'd be happy to, Paul. As you can see, we have the fully functioning time circuits, which are programmable. You can set it to any date and time and actually do a time sequence, which is functioning. Very, very neat feature. We have a soundboard with sound effects. This car has exterior LED lighting, working GPS-based speedometer, of course your plutonium gauges, and like we mentioned, the flux capacitor. Oh, and don't forget Marty. Everything that the original movie car had.
And I think it's in better shape than the original movie car.
It's certainly in better shape than the original movie car is now, sitting on a back lot in Universal.
Now, this isn't an easy thing to do. How long did it take you to put together this project?
Altogether, between the gentleman that did most of the conversion, between myself and my dad, and others that have helped us along the way, there's about 1,000 hours in this car.
I think you've got it all here. It's great. Now, the only question is, when are you going to take me back to the future?
Whenever you're ready, Paul, hop in.
I'm ready to go. When we come back, I may be back to the future.
Waiting on back orders again? Your neighbor isn't. He ordered from NPD. National Parts Depot continues to be the nation's leading source for quality restoration parts and supplies for Ford Truck, Mustang, Camaro, Chevelle, and Firebird. With 4 strategically located superstores, you'll find everything you need shipped to your door within 1 to 3 business days. For your free catalog, visit NPD online or call toll-free. Don't let back orders stall your project. NPD takes the frustration out of restoration.
Graphic Express, mobile lettering, custom graphics for autos, fleets, trucks, and boats. Signs of all types including awnings, storefronts, banners, and more.
Intercity Lines Incorporated is America's premier enclosed auto transporter with service to all 48 states. Intercities features 53-foot air ride trailers equipped with lift gates for level loading of all vehicles. Intercities drivers are the most experienced in the auto transport business and treat each car as if it was their own. Intercity provides transport services for car owners, auto manufacturers, dealers, museums, auto auctions, concours, and racing events. Call us toll-free or visit our website.
Don't miss the Amherst Outdoor Antique Auto Show and Flea Market, Amherst, New Hampshire, the last Sunday of the month, April through October. Over 500 spots. Gates open at 6 a.m. with free admission.
Cash for Gold, the place to sell your unwanted gold and diamonds. Where you sell your jewelry is as important as where you buy it. We at Cash for Gold are diamond and gold specialists. We will buy all size diamonds, gold chains, rings, bracelets, silver coins, and even broken jewelry. Often we pay 2 to 3 times higher than pawn shop prices. We also pay up to 90% of the daily price of both diamonds and gold. We are the original, authentic, family-run Cash for Gold and have been for more than 28 years. Visit us at 527 South Broadway, Route 28 in Salem, New Hampshire.
When September comes, the party begins. Cruise on over to the Big E in West Springfield, Mass. September the 14th through the 30th.
Now we're here with Donato Fraioli from New York. And he's brought this beautiful 1947 custom Buick here. This is really something. I understand it has over 100 modifications on this automobile. Give us an overview of the car.
Well, it has over 100 modifications, as Paul said. The roof was chopped 9 inches, windshield slanted back 9 inches, side posts slanted, roll-out cigarette window changed, modified with Acura mirrors. The hood was welded to the fenders. In order to get to the engine compartment, we cut a hood opening for the engine compartment. It's hydraulically operated, it's louvered, it's been pancaked, and the side of the hood sectioned by 4 inches. The front bumper is a 53 Buick Roadmaster.
Let's see some of those gizmos in action there, Donato.
Okay, Paul. Well, as I said, the hood opens hydraulically, and under the hood we have a 502 big block Chevy. Deep finned valve covers, deep finned air cleaner, all cooled with an automatic fan and cooling system. The car turns out over 550 horsepower. And of course, just as it comes up, it goes down. And it's all automatic. Car automatically has poppers to open the doors, total interior, including the roof, right throughout the trunk. It's all been reupholstered with suede leather. The total reupholstery from the front compartment to the entire rear into the trunk has been done with all leather and suede.
Well, Donato, thanks a lot for bringing this very special automobile.
Well, I want to thank you for inviting me to the show.
I'm here with John Leonard, a 1955 custom Chevy 210.
It's a 1955. It's been shortened. Took the back doors out of it. We got the car out of Minnesota, and it's been an 11-year project.
What did you do to it when you got it?
Well, through the years, we've dismantled the whole car, every nut and bolt, and engine, driveline, wiring, windows, glass, everything has been replaced.
The main feature on this vehicle is that you shortened this car. How much of it did you cut out?
38 inches. It's an 86-inch wheelbase car now.
And did everything fit perfectly?
No, not originally.
What do you got under the hood? Does this thing move or what?
Oh yeah, it's a 355 blown small block. You got a 700 R4.
Do you drive this on the street?
Absolutely, on 2 wheels all the time.
2 wheels all the time. You heard it here on Crusin, New England. This is one heck of a 1953 custom Ford pickup truck. I've never seen one any nicer. Paul Pianca, tell us about what you have here.
Well, Paul, I wanted to do something a little bit different. So what I did with the body is we shaved all the body lines, French the headlights, French the grille. The door jambs inside are all French. There's no seams anywhere inside or out. Instead of running the big planked hardwood, I did 2-inch hardwood flooring. The interior is an 05 Caddy gut, all leather. Billet specialty wheels.
Paul, tell me what you got under the hood.
Well, what it is it's a 79 Camaro front clip, and then we put a 383 small block Chevy stroker motor in there. Everything is billet, polished aluminum, stainless headers.
Now, did you do any of the work here yourself?
The whole truck, originally the truck was my dad's. It was given to me and my wife as a wedding gift. I took the truck completely down and started over.
Now, when did that begin?
We're going on 5 years now. And my brother had a lot to do with it. My brother helped me with a lot of it. The only thing we didn't do was the paint on the truck.
I've seen a lot of pickup trucks in my day, okay? This is one of the nicest ones I've ever seen. A lot more of the Elite Dream Machines at the Mohegan Sun Casino when we come back. Welcome to the Town Fair Tire Recognition Award Series. Each week we're going to be giving away an award to and recognize a classic car owner throughout New England. I'm here with Jim Giuliano. He's the Vice President of Marketing and Advertising for Town Fair Tire.
Paul, Town Fair Tire is a proud sponsor of the Recognition Award Series. At the end of the series, we're going to have a Town Fair Tire Choice Award winner for the $5 gift certificate.
It's going to be very exciting. Jim, I want you to meet Stan Kriz.
Stan, tell us a little bit about your beautiful car.
It's a 1954 Arnold Bristol vintage race car. The chassis and motor are Bristol Motors Works, and the body is from Bertone, Italy.
Great. On behalf of Town Fair Tire, I'd like to present you with the trophy and a gift certificate from Town Fair Tire.
Get to Town Fair Tire. You always get free mounting, free flat repair, free tire rotation, free snow tire changeover. Drive with confidence. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Town Fair Tire.
We're back now at the Mohegan Sun Casino with Paul Ardita in his personalized 1970 Corvette. Paul, what do you mean by personalized?
Well, what I mean by personalized is that a lot of the stuff that's in the engine compartment is Chevrolet. I put the aluminum L88 heads. I have the aluminum manifold. I polished the expansion tank. I put in an MSD and touched up the engine compartment.
So what you've done here is you have mainly a stock 1970 Corvette and you just added some touches that you like.
Yes, exactly.
So all stock interior, everything is all stock except for those very basic modifications.
Yes, the side pipes, as you see, they're Chevrolet for Corvette. The wheels are Chevrolet for Corvette, but not for my year.
This vehicle gets a lot of attention in the New England scene and has won many, many shows. And it is, I think, one of the winningest Corvettes in all of New England.
Oh, thank you, Paul. I appreciate that.
Now we're here with Roger Miziazik. He's going to tell us about his 1970 Oldsmobile Cutlass.
Thank you, Paul. Purchased this car in 1985 from eBay. Started the work January 2006 on a complete frame-off restoration. Did all the mechanicals myself. Interior, brakes, everything. Local guy did the paint and body work. 5 years in the making.
Let's talk about what you have under the hood.
Okay, it's a Mondello 350 Oldsmobile, board 30 over, Edelbrock aluminum heads, aluminum intake, K&N air filter, MSD ignition system,
Well, now you have this yellow. Now, is this an official color from Oldsmobile?
No, this is not official color from Oldsmobile. This is Millennium Yellow from an early 2000 series Corvette. A friend of mine has a Corvette, and I like the color. And the original color was a softer yellow, but it has to be an eye-catching, police-stopping yellow.
And what you do with the interior?
Interior is basically stock. I have Corbeau racing seats, 5-point harnesses, custom dash, original steering wheel. The rest of the interior is made basically stock with some new pieces.
So let's move along to the rear of the car.
Okay. Okay, in the trunk I have a 22-gallon fuel-safe fuel cell, an electric fuel pump by Aeromotive, and a handy fire extinguisher.
So when I look at this vehicle, it's an extreme modified Oldsmobile.
Yes, the intent was to look a little basically stock, but with some modernizing touches and some drag racing touches.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm really happy to have that here today at the Mohegan Sun Casino.
Thank you very much for inviting me, Paul.
Now I'm here with Jerry Zayas.
How you doing, Paul?
How you doing today? Thanks for bringing us. This is a tuner, a 2000 Hyundai Elantra.
Yes, sir.
And I love the car. Tell me about your car.
Well, it's the car I promised my wife I wouldn't touch. It just kind of started with that wing and just escalated to what it is right now.
So what did you do with it?
Well, a little bit of everything, a lot of extensive body work. They don't make anything for the car, so we had to make the hood, we shaved the handles, we made the whole body kit all the way around.
So what do we have under the hood?
Well, I basically did the top end. It's an adjustable cam gear. We did the cams. It's a nitrous burning engine. It's a 2.0 with a lot of changeover parts from the Tiburon.
So this is kind of new generation hot rodding.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm still a muscle car guy at heart, but this was just something that I just felt like there was nothing out there like it, and I decided to just keep going with it, and it's what it is today.
What did you do with the interior?
We added a 19-inch TV. We added TVs in the headrests, in the visors, down in the bottom there in the deck. There's one in the rear view mirror, and there's actually two in the back right now, and the 360 as well.
What do we do at the rear?
We made the stereo. We added the nitrous bottle back there. It even has rechargeable controls for that 360.
Jerry, this is your driver?
No, it actually is parked a lot, but when I do take it out, it does get a lot of attention. The kids and actually the women like it as well.
I can see why. It got my attention, and I'm glad to have you here today.
Thank you.
Crusin New England, we're getting a lot younger real fast. I'm here with Mike Demkowski. Did you really build this?
Yes, I did.
A 2005 Yamaha. 19 years old, and you built it? It's hard to believe.
Yep.
Okay, tell us what you did with it.
To start off, I hand polished the frame by myself. Has air effects, front air forks, has a Arnott rear air suspension, Macintosh swing arm with a custom air tank in it. Also, I have a 20-shot nitrous with an MPS fogger kit. Just everything from the top to bottom I built myself, and I just had a vision and I went with it.
Hey Mike, how long did it take you to realize that vision?
Last summer, at the fall, I started doing it.
So what are some of the favorite things you like on this bike?
I made a custom stand that creates makes both frame rails sit on each other. So that way there I can pretty much make the bike completely sit on by itself with no kickstand. Go up. Go down.
19 years old. Very talented. So Mike, how fast does this go?
Depending on the rear sprocket, I could go 200 plus.
I guess the state police here in Connecticut don't have a chance.
I guess they don't.
It's a beautiful bike. I'm proud to have you. The next generation of cruising.
Thank you.
When we come back, a lot more Crusin New England. I'm Paul Minette, and I'm proud to be named the spokesperson for the Food Allergy Education Network.
Food allergies are a growing and serious health concern. 1 in 12 children in the United States has food allergies. That's 2 children in every classroom. There is no cure for food allergies. The only way to keep our children safe is through education. Learn the facts about food allergies. Know the signs and symptoms of anaphylaxis.
You can save a life.
I got involved because of my granddaughter, and I hope you get involved too.
Would you like information about Crusin New England Productions? Crusin New England magazine has been the premier auto and events magazine for nearly 20 years. Crusin New England Car Show series includes the Elite Dream Machines Rock and Roll Weekend at Mohegan Sun Casino, the Super Wheel Showdown on City Hall Plaza, Boston, and the Spooktacular Cruisin' Classic. Or for personal appearances by Paul Minette or advertising on our television show, Contact us at cruisenewengland@aol.com.
Building Maintenance Services. We've been servicing the Northeast since 1990. We service and repair revolving doors, automatic and handicap doors. We can help you design an attractive, efficient entrance you can be proud of. Protect your investment and secure your property with yearly maintenance contracts and 24-hour service. Whether an office, medical, or commercial high-rise, we'll get the job done right for you. Building Maintenance Services.
Tired of waiting for delivery of your classic car parts? You need NPD. National Parts Depot continues to be the nation's leading source for quality restoration parts and supplies for Ford, Truck, Mustang, Camaro, Chevelle, and Firebird. With 4 strategically located superstores, you'll find everything you need shipped to your door within 1 to 3 business days. For your free catalog, visit NPD online or call toll-free. Don't be the last guy on the block to get your ride rolling. NPD takes the frustration out of restoration.
Now we're here with father and son team, Jerry and Mark Augustine, who have actually built a very special display for this year's show. And you approached me about doing this display. For what reason?
Well, I've always had this dream when I was a kid to shrink myself down into the model kit when I would build models as a kid. And one of my dad's heroes was Doug Cook, driver of the Stone Woods and Cook Willis Swindler. So together we combined our childhood hero and childhood dream and made a big display for you.
So let's talk about the display. What do we have?
Well, we've got the model kit here being made on the 1950s dinette table, and we have the real life version. And we had a unique opportunity to take a project my dad was working on, building the full-size Willis car, his dream car. And I said to my dad, we have a one-time display that we can do, and let's just build the model kit and we can combine your dream and my dream together and make our display.
So what is this, kind of like the opposite of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Right.
You did it in the opposite version. You had the kit and you enlarged it to actual size. This is fabulous. Thanks a lot for bringing this display to us here. It doesn't get any more fun than this. Now we're here with Sam Willard, and he's got this real nice 1907 Cadillac, which is the oldest car in the show. And you've got quite a story to tell about this particular vehicle.
Oh, well, I've had it 30 years, and when I got it, the back end was completely missing, and it was used for a farmer for a truck. And I got it, but everything else was original on the car, except the back was missing. So I had to make the back. Otherwise, it's pretty much your original car.
So you've had it for 30 years?
Oh, I've had it for 30 years.
And it was a farm vehicle?
Right.
Now, isn't this kind of a transition vehicle from the buggy, the horse and buggy, to this kind of a style vehicle?
That's true. That's why they call them horseless carriages.
So now I'm here with Sam's son, Richard Willard, and they actually build classic cars for a living. What's the name of the business?
Vintage Motor Cars.
Now, I actually got a chance to see this. It's a 1928 Packard in progress.
Yes, you did.
And it's came a long way since I seen this vehicle 3 or 4 months ago.
Yes.
Tell us about the vehicle and what you've done to it.
It's a 1928 Packard 443, custom bodied convertible sedan.
Now, you mentioned this is a custom body. What do you mean by that?
Back then, very wealthy people, there were half dozen custom bodybuilders, Durham, Murphy, and rich people could go to them and they would put their bodies on a Packard or Auburn or whatever to make it more of a custom personal car. Hey Paul, let me show you this trunk on this. This is all, we made this whole thing custom fit to the car. If you look at the back of it, it's got a little bit of a sweep in the back to match the body contour. Made the whole thing and covered it up and upholstered the whole inside. And this is how we would open the trunk. It has three stainless latches. And just open it up and you could store, you know, we have cleaning stuff in here, but we upholstered the whole inside and came out very nice.
Let me ask you a question. You have 25 years of hard work into a vehicle. What is a vehicle like this going to cost?
This car would be in about the $500,000 range.
Hey, for $500,000, Vintage Motor Cars in Connecticut, you might be able to buy it. you've enjoyed the behind-the-scenes look at this year's Elite Dream Machines car show at the Mohegan Sun Casino. I'm Paul Manette. Until next time, I'll be cruising New England.